All right, guys. I personally feel that CEOs of these great big organizations that are taking over the Medicare facilities here lately, we have like two main ones here in North Carolina. One's called Novant, one's called Wake Forest Baptist Health. They just seem to be buying up every single thing that you see here, there, and everywhere. There is one suggestion I could make which will probably never be heard and will never actually be taken into consideration, and that is that you make a nurse the CEO, or a very, very, very high-ranking individual in the organization, a COO of something. A nurse, a floor nurse, someone who has been there and been in it for years, needs to be an individual leading parts of that organization. Maybe not necessarily the finances, however, they need to be leading that organization. Why does this need to happen? Well, here lately, these organizations are, of course, all about excellence care. They want their care to be excellent. They want everything to be as great as it can be. However, there's some things that they're sort of neglecting. Here lately, as everyone should know, it's really hard to get supplies in, and supplies that it seems that these facilities are getting in are of lower quality. A regular old floor nurse, someone who's been there and done it for years, is going to understand you really need this type of glove. You really need this type of gauze. You really need this brand of whatever it may be. And rather than shortchanging the regular floor nurses on all of their stuff, they're going to not shortchange them on their supplies. And you're going to have gloves that fit, gloves that don't tear, sterile gloves that don't stick when you try to put your hand in them. Ooh, that's aggravating. Try to get your hand in some really cheap sterile gloves. It just doesn't go. It's like it doesn't work very well. You end up using 2 or 3 pack. It's just not very good. Seems like about every year or so, supplies change, and all of a sudden, so do the quality of the supplies that you were getting gets lower and lower, and it's more than likely due to somebody cutting costs and saving $1 somewhere. If we can get a nurse on the board, a nurse as the CEO, if it will be, who's not really all there for the money, or, maybe not necessarily to keep everything running, but looking out for all of the people that are on the floor. If we have a nurse who is looking out for all these individuals, we're going to get better supplies. We're going to hopefully get better staffing. If you pick someone who's been there or short-staffed as all get out, hopefully you get somebody who understands we need to pay more people more money in order to get more people here. Or we need to, really try to keep people on board rather than, writing them up and firing them for every single thing that there is. We need to keep people, and we need to hire these people, and don't let go of those people. And we need a floor nurse as a CEO or a COO of every major healthcare organization. As everybody knows or should know that's in nursing, nurses really don't get to do anything on their own. They take orders from admins, they take orders from doctors. When I say orders, I don't mean medical orders from admins, but they have to follow what the admins tell them to do. They take orders from doctors, of course, all your medical orders. If you completely disagree with a doctor, that medical order's either got to be fulfilled or you're going to be in some trouble. Or, there's of course very few cases where you're like, doctor, you're just not making sense and I'm not doing that. Those are few and far between. However, you still got to uphold all of these orders and all of these things that all of these people do. And the nurses, the biggest part of the organization, just seems to not have a voice. Yeah, it seems that way at times. Nurses, I really want you guys to be the CEOs of major healthcare organizations. Of course, no one's actually going to do that. No one really cares to do that. That's why all these accounting people become CEOs of these organizations. And it just kind of bums me out because it seems like it just hurts the nurses, hurts the floors, hurts everybody on the floors, it seems like. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know. You think nurses should be the CEOs? I truly do. I truly do believe that it should be the CEOs. Nurses should be the CEOs. Or someone who's been, there started from the bottom, been there for years, and then all of a sudden, you know, does the right steps and makes it to the top. Someone who's actually been there. I think that's who it should be. Of course, that's not how it goes. It's all about the degrees here lately. But I think it should be somebody from the bottom to the top. Just my opinion. Like this video, check this one out over here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe over there. Let me know down below what you think. Thank you much.